it's Mary here, and today I have the most exciting edition of Hendrick Home on the Highway that I've ever done. I'm so stoked. So, for like almost 2.5 years, I've been sharing our RV experience and how the Hendricks are doing things, but I decided that I wanted you all to get a different vantage point. So today, I brought together 3 of my favorite full-time RVing friends, and I'm gonna just sort of host this little dialogue between all of them where I'm gonna ask them some questions and they're gonna share their stories, because I want you all to see that there's no one way or right way to do full-time RVing. It's different for almost every individual, and it's based on sort of their time in life, what their circumstances are, and yes, we are making ice in the ice machine behind me because that's how full-time RV living works, y'all. We just go with the flow, all right? But I just want you to see that there is as many people as do full-time RVing. There's probably as many reasons why, how they do it, how they choose to live their life. And I just want you to see the experience of my 3 amazing friends. So we're going to start off by just having them share a little bit about themselves. They're going to tell you their name. They're going to tell you what type of an RV they have. And then they're going to tell you how long they've each been living full-time in their RV. So let's get started with my friend Annie.
Hello, my name's Annie, and I've been full-time in it for like 16 years, since '07, and I have a fifth wheel, Montana.
Hi, I'm Denise, and I live in a travel trailer, and I've been doing this for about 2 years.
Hi, I'm Aquila, and I have a Class A diesel. I have been full-timing now for 1 year. Yay!
Awesome. So now you've met all my amazing friends. So now we're going to really dig into some fun stuff. So I've got a series of about 5 questions that I've lined up for them, and we're just going to see what all their responses are. So the first question that I have for each of you is, why did you choose the RV that you did? So you shared with all of us what RV you're currently in, and I'm just curious, what made you land on that particular RV as your full-time choice? So this time we're going to switch it up, and we're going to go to Denise first this time.
All right, we chose the travel trailer because it has a bunk room in it. And at the time we had grandkids that would come and visit, stay with us and all. But since we have started going full time, that is now my room. I just redid it. It's my little escape room from everything. So we enjoy it that way.
Oh,
The RV that we have now, we've had 3 in the past 6 months. Actually 3 in the last year, let's just put it that way. And we chose the RV, the Class A that we're in right now, because of my husband. It was my husband. All his idea. But no, we've had travel trailer, we've had pop-up, we've had fifth wheel a couple times around. We had a 35-foot Class A diesel pusher, and now we have hopefully our final diesel pusher. And my husband will be proud to say that he's finally got his Dutch Star.
Hello, I just live in the fifth wheel, and I just chose it because I love the colors and the layout of it.
awesome. So there you can see there's a range of reasons why we choose the RVs we do. Sometimes it's a progression. Sometimes it's just because it's the right color and the right floor plan. And you know what? There's no right or wrong reason to that question, right? So now the next question that I have for my amazing friends is, what made you decide to go full-time RVing? That's probably the question that I get asked the most. What made you decide to do this? So I'll be really interested to see what my friends have to say. So this time, we're going to start it off with Aquila.
So what made us go full-time is that we love traveling. We've moved a lot, being a military family, and my husband was just pretty much waiting on me to retire because he's already been retired for 12 years now. So once I retired last year, then we decided to go ahead and go full-time. And so I love traveling. I'm so used to moving every few years that this just feels natural, and now I get to move every month or so. So yeah.
Hi, when Russell retired, he always wanted to go to Texas. So when I retired, we both went to Texas, and we love it. We love RVing and seeing God's creation.
All right, we've chose full timing for right now because Mark is the campground host. And then once I retire, we want to travel and be able to see all the different places and everything that we hear about all the time.
So Denise, your husband is the camp host.
Yes.
Awesome. So tell me just a little bit. So what's different and unique about that as opposed to somebody like myself who travels around more?
We get to stay and people come in and tell the stories of everywhere they've been and everything like that. So it's really interesting to hear different places, what it's like. We meet a lot of people and they're really nice. They become really good friends with us. And so, yeah, it's interesting.
It's kind of nice, though, that even as a full-timer, you can also be somewhat stationary, like you all are, and, have some sort of income-ish, it depends on the campground, but
Yes.
but some source of income just for doing your full-time living thing, which is really pretty cool, too.
Yes, I still work, so he gets to enjoy people all day long, and then when I come home, I get to sit around and listen to it. And the holidays, we get to enjoy, have pitch-ins and stuff, and just listen to everybody, have fun, and it's really nice.
That's awesome. Awesome. So you see, you know what? There's a lot of different reasons why people choose to do what they do. And you don't even have to do it the same way. Some of us are full-time and we're moving around a lot. Some of us are full-time and we move around less. Some of us are full-time like Denise and Mark, and they're really very stationary, but they're living that RV life and they're looking for all the fun things they're going to do in the future. They're gaining all that intelligence while they're being camp hosts. And then eventually they're going to break out on their own and they're going to go see all those amazing things as well. So now we're going to move on to question number 4. And my friends are very excited about talking about this topic. They said it's probably their favorite one. They've been planning on this one. So here's the question number 4. Do you ever pull or, in Aquila's case, drive your RV? And why or why not, depending on your answer. So this time we're going to go back to Miss Annie. She's going to start us out on this particular question.
No, I do not pull the RV. We triple tow. So there is no way that I would do that. But my husband, Russell, does an amazing job.
So, all right. So Annie, I know you don't like it when I call audibles and I ask you questions you aren't prepared for, but I know you can handle this one. So you just mentioned the word triple tow. Some people might not know what triple tow is. Can you explain what that is so that people know?
Okay, ma'am. We have a truck. We also have a fifth wheel behind the truck. And then we have a 12-foot utility trailer with a golf cart on it.
Ah, I see. So you're pulling with your truck. You have your fifth wheel and then another trailer behind it.
Yes.
Well, I'm with you, Annie. I wouldn't be towing that either. I'm right there with you. All right, let's hop over to Denise. So Denise, same question to you. Do you tow your RV?
No, I do not. I have always told Mark that was his thing to do, not mine.
I love it.
Yes.
That's the same thing I tell my husband. That's his job. He gets
Yes.
to drive. I'm going to make it look nice and feel like home every time, but there's no way I'm taking it there.
That's true. Yep, he was a truck driver, so he's got this.
I love it. All right, now we're going to jump over. Quilla, same question to you. Do you ever, in your case, it's driving, but you've had all kinds of RVs, so I'll even ask, did you ever tow and do you ever drive?
I do. I have, or I did. I drove, our truck and our fifth wheel. I've towed our fifth wheel before, and that I preferred. That was okay. I do all right backing up. I just don't like a scene when people are staring at me, as they often do when you're backing.
It is a campground entertainment. Yes,
it truly
is.
is. Just pop the chairs, have a drink, and watch the view. and try to, referee a few fights. But no, so our last motorhome was 35 feet. And so I drove that one time. I was quite terrified. I didn't feel like it was going to stop. I felt like it was jerky. It was just a different feel. But I am hoping to drive our new motorhome. It's a little bigger, a lot heavier. And so I'm hoping that it'll stabilize that drive a little more.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. I knew you would be brutally honest with that question, and I knew you'd have really fun answers for me. So the next question that I have for everybody is around how long it takes us to tear down our RVs and move from, say, campground A to campground B. So I'm very fascinated by this because, as Aquila mentioned, that backing up in a campground can sometimes be an entertainment thing for the rest of us. So is the packing up process, just so you know. It can be very entertaining to watch people pack up and get ready to go. So I've asked them to sort of talk about, generally speaking, but they may address some sort of nuances to that as well. So this time around, once again, we're going to go back to Denise.
Okay, well, I would say it would take us about an hour. But you realize we have not left for 2 years now. We've been in the same spot. So it may take us a couple days now. But generally it was to have everything done because I had a certain way. I had everything packed. It had to go in a certain spot. Everything had to be in its place and everything. I did the inside. Mark would do the outside. And then we would be ready to go. So
That's awesome. We have the very same strategy. I'm the inside, he's the outside because I don't want anything to do with dumping of tanks.
true.
So I left that all to
Yes.
him. All right, Aquila, let's see. What is the amount of time it typically takes you?
I personally need a solid hour. I like an hour because what takes the most time is just securing everything, like all my decorations and stuff, and I don't have a ton of stuff now, but just securing those so nothing gets broken on in transit. But I take care of the inside and my husband takes care of the outside.
I'm starting to see a trend here.
Yeah, but if we're in a rush, it could be 20 minutes. What do we always say? We could be out of here in 20 minutes if need be.
That's true. If we had to move, we could be packed up and tight in a pretty quick amount of
But
time.
we definitely like about an hour.
All right, Annie, and what about you? How long does it take you and Russ to get packed up and out of someplace?
It takes us about 45 minutes. But I do, like they said, I do the inside, Russell does the outside, but I also help outside too. But the older we get, the slower we get.
Oh, isn't that the truth? But you're such a good wife to help outside, Annie. I don't go out till all the messy stuff's done.
Oh, I can do that too.
Oh, you're a much better woman
But
than I am.
prefer not to.
I know what you mean. All right, so there you go. It's a pretty general consensus. The women are doing the inside. The men, they're doing the messy stuff on the outside, except for Annie, who's just an overachiever, and she's willing to help out with that. Right? I give her kudos because that is a hard no for me. But now, right, so now we're down to our last question. I've had so much fun with this. I kind of hate that we're to the end. I kind of want to make up more questions. I wonder if my friends would let me do that. Okay, you can't see their reaction, but they're like, no, we are done. All right, so here's the last question. My last question to each of them is this. What is either your favorite part of full-time RVing, or maybe it's something an unexpected thing that you didn't even anticipate that you absolutely love about this lifestyle? So that's the question, and we're gonna start with Aquila this time.
Okay, I love waking up and having an entire change of scenery. Hands down, my favorite thing. I don't care if it's, well, as long as it's not snowing. I don't care if it's rain and sunshine, a little cool weather. I absolutely love a change of scenery. It's just seeing new places, seeing new things, eating. The eating, hands down the eating. All the different food around the world. I'm a foodie. I love it.
So Annie, what is the main thing that you found that you love about full-time RVing?
I love meeting new people. Over the years, we have met so many nice people, different areas, but I love seeing God's creation.
And last but not least, Denise, what is your favorite thing about full-time RVing?
Well, since we don't get to move around yet like we want to, we do meet a lot of new people. We get to hear their stories on how they've traveled and what they've seen. And so it just makes us look forward to being able to do that one day. So yeah, the people and listening to their stories.
Oh, that's awesome. I love every one of those answers. And I know for me, probably the most unexpected and best part of full-time RV is definitely the people. And I think that's pretty obvious by this group that I brought together today, because we've been full-time RVing for 2.5 years. So we've known Mark and Denise most of that time. Rick and Aquila, we've probably known them about a year. And Annie and Russell, believe it or not, we've only known them a few months. But I have to tell you that it feels like we've known each other forever. And that's the kind of amazing relationships that you build when you live this kind of a lifestyle. It's unique, it's different, it's definitely not for everyone, but I'm telling you, if you're looking for relationships that are gonna stand the test of time, this is the group you want to be with. So that's definitely mine. That's my unexpected thing. I had no idea that I would probably have deeper relationships with people I've known such a short time than some people I've known my entire life. But that's the way it happens when you full-time RV. So I just want to say thank you to my friends, and I'm even going to flip this camera around. Nope, no, I'm not, because I don't know how to do that while I'm talking. But anyway, I want to say thank you to Annie, to Denise, and Aquila for joining me today and just sharing their full-time RV experience so that you all can see that there's no right or wrong. There's no perfect scenario that has to follow. You can do this lifestyle any way that suits you and your family and the time that you're in your life. But for us, you know, we're loving what we do. We're not changing a thing. So you're going to continue to see these videos. Keep following us. Keep enjoying our adventure with us. And as always, we're Hendrick Home on the Highway, and we'll see you down the road.